Hello everyone, I'm back with another video for you today. I felt like this Deadpool deck deserved a video of its own. I did showcase it in the top 5 decks video that I made where, I said this deck I think is very strong and solid. And in fairness, the meta is pretty hateful towards Destroy at the moment. There's a lot of armors going around. There's quite a bit of Cosmo as well. I've seen quite a bit of Infinite, She-Hulk and things like this running armor, so there's things to be a little afraid of, and Destroy as an archetype is quite vulnerable to those tech cards. Even Shang-Chi and things can be a bit of a problem. But this deck is really fun, it's really powerful, I love it, and yeah, as I said, I think it's worthy of its own video. So what's the idea here? Well, we've got the good old Deadpool card getting that doubling power whenever you destroy it. We're going to be using both Forge here and Hulkbuster, who've both received buffs over the weeks and months, so they're both pretty solid now. You can get the Deadpool going all the way up to 9 power to then be consumed, destroyed, and of course, get that doubling of strength going on. We've also got Knull to benefit from destroying things, of course. The key idea here is we can go for X23. Turn 5, we can destroy it with something like Deathlok, Killmonger, whatever. Venom can destroy this card. And we can get 1 extra mana for the turn 6, which allows us to play Deadpool alongside a Knull or a Chavez. You could play Taskmaster in this deck. That's obviously a thing that a lot of people are going to say in the comments. You should put Taskmaster in, isn't it really good with Deadpool? Taskmaster's fine. I don't love it because it sort of really heavily relies on that Deadpool to be actually good and worthwhile. You can sometimes get value with the Venom with a Taskmaster, but it's a little sketchy for me, and I found when I did have it in the deck, I just ended up playing Knull way more often than I played the Taskmaster, so I felt like you don't really need both of them, but if you want to play both, then that's your prerogative, and you're free to do so. But yeah, it's a pretty concise deck here. It's just, Deadpool, X23, Wolverine, those are the things you destroy, Nova, I guess, as well. The buff cards, the Forge, Hulkbuster, and then, of course, all the consumes, all the destroy effects. Nothing really more to say. Pretty straightforward. The ramp on X23 makes this deck pretty solid, pretty powerful. And of course, Deadpool is just such a contender, such a powerful card. If you find it early with your combo, and if you're able to destroy it and, threaten that powerful 1 mana play later in the game. So, that's the deck. I'd probably rate it. Depends how much anti-destroy you're facing. Honestly, this deck's really, really strong. It even beats the Patriot stuff if they're not teched appropriately, I think. So consider that, if you're not getting teched against, I'd say this deck's easily a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Otherwise, it's maybe more like a 7 or an 8. So a bit of a varied rating on the deck. But with that being said, let's get some games. Okay, in we go. Ooh, Deadpool Hulkbuster in hand. I'm going to snap on this. This is a great start. And we've got Subterranea. And even a Forge. Okay, alright. That's going to be a really big Deadpool, if we want it to be. Now, in fairness, it's a little slow to go for Forge and Hulkbuster. I think I was supposed to start with the Deadpool. Little misplay there. Little misplay from the Freddy baby. Freddy Babez. Yeah, I think I was supposed to play Deadpool and then Forge into Hulkbuster on the Deadpool, but hopefully the rocks will mean it's not the end of the world. I guess that was very silly. Yeah, I'm not so, I'm not so with it sometimes, guys. Is what it is. I apologize. I do apologize. I should have played Forge in the right as well, because now I'm forced to Vibranium myself, which might not be a great thing. So, some misplays. I mean, it's probably okay to balance out the rocks that we've got in there. I'm just so used to forging Deadpool, but you can go Deadpool 1, Forge 2, Hulkbuster 3. So, keep that in mind. I know, I'm aware, I should have done that. My bad. My bad. I'm just going to fill it with Vibranium. Let's go. Let's go. We're only going to get 1 eat, which is a little bit awkward. We're only going to get 1 eat. It's kind of not that great. But we'll have a really big Deadpool. So hopefully that'll be enough to cut it. What did this copy, by the way? Carnage. Okay. Carnage doesn't really do much for... Oh, it's Thanos as well. I mean, this is just... In many ways, it's the dream. This is what you want to be facing up against on Subterranea. I've already snapped. I think we want to go for like a Venom as well here. Or even a Killmonger. but, you know, probably going to play the other one anyway. I think probably the Venom does play into Shang a bit, so let's eat over here instead. Is it worth eating the Deadpool? It might be. This is... no, I think this is still better. I kind of don't want to play into Shang. I guess we could play into Shang. Could play into Shang. Okay, no worries. Okay, Deadpool's interesting. I mean, sorry. Thanos is interesting. They may have their own Killmonger, perhaps. Depending on the kind of version they're running. Okay, casual 18 power Deadpool is, you know, it's okay. It's alright. Okay, the Professor X there. That's a little surprising, I'll be honest. Got a pretty good Killmonger here. It's not anything, you know, super amazing, but it's pretty good. Now, I'm a little afraid. It's a bit of a 50-50. They have some cards. The Dino can be big. They may play it in the right. They may play it not in the right. Bit of a 50-50. I've got to stay in for a 50-50 of that nature. Maybe let's not kill our own Deadpool. Maybe let's not do that. You know, if I were them, I'd be very tempted to go for the, you know, go for the Dino over here if they have that. Because it can be really big. It can very easily be 17 or whatever. They know there's a huge Deadpool coming. Ah, tricky. Maybe I do this. Maybe I do this. It is a 50-50, so, you know. They're going to retreat. They don't want any of that smoke. Maybe they didn't even have the 50-50, and to be fair, they don't know exactly what I'm playing, so it's a bit of a sketchy one. Okay, 2 cubes. It's not a terrible start. I kind of messed up the early game there, but that's fine. So, because we have the Hulkbuster, we can go with Deadpool turn 1. That is something that works. Because we're going to want a Hulkbuster anyway, and if we draw the Forge, then that is also great news. X-23 Nova will probably go in a different location. Of course, because we're going to want to eat those later on in the game. So I'll play those out here and then go for the Hulkbuster. Honestly, it might be snap territory. We again have the Deadpool early, which is a really key play. You really need that with this deck. Nidavelli is just great as well. I think I've got a snap on this. Really good location for me. Gives me a ton of Knull value. Of course, I can destroy those units. Maybe I can eat them with Venom. So, really good location. And yeah, we've got the Hulkbuster Deadpool. He's in his suit of armor. He's gonna throw some punches, hopefully. Yeah, the opponents decided that's not looking so hot. That's not looking so good for them. Okay, 1 cube. Nothing to write home about just yet, but so far so good. We're managing to find what we need. Again, drawing Deadpool. Okay, we may want to hold it this time. Okay, yeah, we've got Forge. I'm going to hold on to the Deadpool. Play it a little safe. A little safe here. We can go with the Forge. In case we draw into Carnage. I will play the Forge middle for, again, the Carnage reason. Tempting to maybe snap. I mean, whenever I've got Deadpool, I feel pretty good about life, honestly. I feel pretty good about life. And Project Pegasus, wow, that gives us a lot of energy to utilize here. I mean, I definitely do want to eat the Deadpool just to enable the possibility of... Yeah, I think it's a bit weird because I don't really want to buff these units. Maybe I tried to save the Nova to buff up Deadpool later. Or we could just buff up the Wolverine. It's probably fine. It's pretty good value. I think we go for this. Snapperino on that? I mean, honestly, this is a pretty good one for them. They can go with... Oh, they could even go with Professor X, couldn't they? Does that change what we want to do here? They'd have to predict the Professor X. I think I'm going to go over here. It seems the best place to go. I'm not going to snap. I think it's a little spooky. Okay, Cosmo. Okay, no Professor X. Unless... I hope not. Okay, Jeff is fine. Jeff is fine. Okay, we got some decent Knull value coming. We're going to need to find some more destroy effects here to really get that going, I think. Okay, Wolverine even gives him a rock. That's quite nice. I like the Cosmo being here. This is, so far, pretty damn good, I would say. Let's go Hulkbuster left. I don't think I want to put it on Deadpool. I suppose we can try to put it on Deadpool. See if we make it work. I don't really know if I want to commit him there, though, you know? I don't think I do. I think I just go with the Hulkbuster here. Because I'm not really vulnerable to Shang on Wolverine and stuff, right? So just keep that pretty chill. It's not the best play on turn 4 ever. Armor coming down. Okay, they have an armor. That's slightly concerning. Just a little bit. Just a little bit concerning. Okay, Killmonger, I mean... It's annoying I don't have X23, you know, I'd love to go with... I'd love to not kill the dead... I guess I have to play Knull, so I think the play here is to play the Killmonger first, and then the Deadpool mid. Keep our options open. Go with the snap here, it looks really solid for me. I'm not vulnerable to Professor X particularly either. I'll kill some strength. It's not going to make my Knull that strong, but yeah, we're going to get a nice little retreat there from the opponent. Push him out. So yeah, going really well. We're getting this Deadpool, which you'll love to see. Okay, Nidavellir, again, a really nice location for our deck. Generally something I'm quite willing to snap on. This round 4, they can take a retreat. Do we want to just snap it? It's a little weird. It's a little weird, but I think I will. It should be a good location for me, although Cosmo and Armor are cards that the opponent has in their deck. It shouldn't be super likely that they get them because of the fact that they have Thanos and their deck is huge. But I think I'm willing to raise the stakes up a little bit here. Carnage middle is certainly a tempting thing. Equally, Hulkbustering the Deadpool is tempting, so I think I'm going to go for that line and not throw it in the Nidavellir just yet. Okay, they also managed to, well, we managed to dodge the armor. Although, you know, it's not great. We don't get the Venom value in Nidavellir. I maybe should have considered that fact before going with the snap, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. You know, there's a chance they don't draw the armor, right? So, no Cosmo, that is great news. That is great news indeed. So now it's probably Deathlok time. The Killmonger's quite nice as well, although maybe not just yet. Deathlok value is good. We can do a Carnage as well at some stage. Could have gone with Venom for more power even, but maybe we want to try doing that in a second here. Maybe in the middle location, for example. Can't quite do Forge and Carnage and all this stuff. So, you know, let's just eat the Deadpool and these little weenies. It's kind of looking okay. We're going to have a very big Deadpool, so that's something they've got to be cognizant of. Of course, if they go with Professor X, that can win them a location. Iron Man left is really strong. That is really strong. That's going to help them win that for kind of for free. So if there's a Shang, I might be in trouble. Playing this out for 4 cubes is risky. And playing this out for more cubes is even riskier. I think I do want to play it out. They may think of just giving up Nidavellir. I mean, I would be playing some stones there. I think I just have to commit Deadpool over here and hope it's good enough. In all honesty, I think I can go with a play like this. Kind of will beat a lot of their stuff. Shang is not guaranteed in the right by any stretch, so I think I like this play. I can beat Shang on its own middle. They may play a Shang plus some other cards, or Shang plus a stone there and a stone there. So I think this gives me a good chance of winning yet. Another retreat. We're coming through with the Deadpool. I'm surprised we're doing so well into them when they have Cosmo and Armor. Two cards that are really nasty. I mean, the meta's not great for Deadpool right now, honestly. I've seen a fair amount of Armors around. It's fairly popular trying to shut down the destroy decks that are quite popular at the moment. The opponent's probably not feeling too good that they're struggling in this matchup so far. Again, X23, I mean, honestly, it's not the end of the world when they armor this. You know, you still get a, couple of power. And they have to commit that 2-cost card and can't armor other places. So, it's kind of okay. I'm going to go with Carnage next. Unless, there's sort of an argument to play the Deadpool, but I think we still do the Carnage here. We can ramp up and maybe go Deadpool next turn. With a Hulkbuster if we draw it. Otherwise, just Deathlok or whatever. This time we're actually getting the X23 ramp value, so that's really cool. Can showcase that off a little bit here. Okay, although we have drawn a way to boost the Deadpool, which is something I'm really interested in doing, obviously. Let's go for it. And we have priority, so I can get the Deathlok or whatever played out here, which is really nice. It's kind of tempting to go Killmonger though, because do we need the ramp, is what I'm wondering. Do we need the ramp? I kind of want to go Killmonger next turn, I feel like. Get the ramp to go for Knull plus Deadpool at the end. I think this is a snap, honestly. It feels like I'm in a pretty solid position. See if we can put the final nail in the opponent's coffin. Take them out. Or if they'll go for another retreat. I think going for a retreat at this stage is a little bit... yeah, it's not feeling great for them, is it? If they have to do that. Okay, armor has come in the left. Honestly, not sure why. Not too sure why. I guess maybe they want to make it such that I, Oh, this is so good. Look at this. Oh, the value. I can even play Killmonger on the left, I guess. Just to spread my strength around a little bit. We've got that Nova value. This is so disgustingly good. And then we can, of course, finish with the Claw plus Deadpool or Knull plus Deadpool, depending on what makes more sense. Even killing their ones as well, giving my Knull extra value. X23 value, it's just too good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Professor X? What's he doing? I don't think he's doing very much, I'll be honest. They have Onslaught in their deck. I wonder if they're Living Tribunal, trying to do some trickery. I think we got him. I've got all sorts of plays I can make, but something like this looks fine. Doesn't it? Not even an Enchantress or an Iron Man gonna be good enough here. Not a Jeff either. So yeah, pretty clean victory here against some kind of Thanos lockjaw with some counter cards, with some tech cards that should have kind of made my life a bit difficult, but you can sometimes outmaneuver armor with this deck. It's a little flexible here and there, and the opponent's not even gonna... They know it's over. There's no way. Get a nice win there. Infinity Conquest. Very good stuff. No cubes lost. Good deck. Cool. Be a little careful out there, guys, with this one. I mean, this deck kind of getting countered a little bit at the moment. What's happened here? Did I not get my... Oh. I guess it doesn't show you your thing. But anyway, hope you enjoy the deck and a little bit of gameplay there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.